Yeah, it goes everybody, because here we'll continue on with a game called Danganronpa, Live or Die. Let's go. Where were we? Hear anything? Oh yeah, we're at the trial now, which is cool. Trial start. Come on. Let's begin with the basic explanation of a trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments about the mysteries that you were told to solve. Whether you manage to uncover the mysteries will decide the trial's outcome. If you correctly answer all the questions, you will be granted freedom, but if you are wrong, all of you will get executed. No mercy. We already discussed that. Indeed, we know the rules, and so do I. I still want to remind you of them. Some of you are not that smart, you know. Hey, I never mentioned any names, so if you felt offended, that's on you. Anyway, the rules are clear. We need to solve those 3 mysteries. Yeah, including the most important one, the identity of the Omega. Don't forget the 2 other ones, though. Yeah, the mystery of Ayaka and the mystery of the game itself. If we catch the Omega, we could force them to get us the other answers. I'm not sure if it'll work like that. It would be best to base our answers on our own deduction. Indeed. I will also be participating in the discussion a bit, of course. Why? Since I'm the representative of the Omega, I'm also assigned in this game. Man, this is going to suck. I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful time. Whatever, if we need your input, we're going to ask. About that, don't you have any other questions? What questions? I don't know, I was sure someone would ask whether you're going to have one big execution or if everyone will get their own. Why would we wonder about that? I thought it was very important. Death is an important part of life, and I, for example, wouldn't want to share it with someone else. We're not planning to get executed in any way. I see. Forgot that you're always so painfully confident. Well, so far, every time you were right, so we have reason to believe in ourselves. I told you so far you only battled some loser killers. Now you face a real opponent. With all your theatrics, I would imagine we are still on TV. Nah, we're not, I can promise you that much. Although the cameras are still working. What for? I don't know, they're supposed to be working 24/7. Maybe if the trial is interesting, they could sell it as a bonus chapter on the DVD for this season. I don't know how much of what we've heard about the show we can even believe. Yeah, since we got scammed after the last trial. Right, anything else that Ayaka and Monokuma said could also be a lie. Accusing me of lying? That's so cruel. What, you say you never lie? Only when I have to. And who decides whether you have to do it? Me, of course. Right. We're used to being watched, so it's not a big difference whether the cameras are still working or not. Let them watch if they want. They will witness our triumph over the Omega. This will be the fitting end to this game. Okay, then if you're so sure of yourself, then start talking. Solve a mystery or 2 and maybe I will believe that you're not full of shit. Very well, let's do this. What should we talk about first? I think we should begin by sorting out our facts about what happened after the last trial. Alright, I will start. Well, the trial ended when Ayaka was executed. Since she was said to be the mastermind, the game ended. And we were taken to the entrance hall to be let out, yeah. But it didn't happen, and we woke up in those small rooms, yeah. Eventually, we all met up in the main hall. Yeah, that is true. And we were taken to the entrance hall to be let out. That is true. But we weren't. Gas in the entrance hall. Counter. I don't think that's exactly right. Which part? We were taken to the entrance hall. That much is true. Yeah, after the trial ended. But I don't believe our captors ever planned to actually let us out. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Why are you so sure? Monokuma could have easily let us out. I mean, he showed us that he has the remote for the door. Yeah, I almost forgot that thing. But instead, he left us there alone. And then we were attacked by the gas. For the second time in a week, that sucks. This attack must have been planned. They had to prepare the gas and a way to spread it. True, you can't just take sleeping gas out of nowhere. So I'm assuming we were never meant to leave this place alive. Regardless of the fact that we supposedly beat this game, we still wouldn't get our freedom. They never wanted to let us go. Which is weird, isn't it? Why is that? Well, as we said, since we were on TV, people expected to see us alive after the program ended. You would expect winners of a show as popular as this to become celebrities, not to be discarded and forgotten. Which means we still may not know a lot about what was really going on with this game. Well, that's what you're supposed to solve. The nature of this game was one of your questions. And since we were challenged to find that answer, we can safely assume that it's a TV show named Danganronpa, isn't it? It's not the whole answer, at the very least. Yeah, I could have been lying or hiding the truth from us. Or maybe she didn't know the whole truth either. That is possible. You certainly can't trust what Monokuma is saying as well. Still no trust for me? I thought we were friends. I'm not even going to comment on that. Whatever you say. So, do you have the answer ready? Hey, don't rush us. We'll get to that, okay? Boo. I'm getting impatient, since I can't wait to execute you all. But I guess the Omega ordered me to give you as much time as needed, so I'll have to wait. How nice of that Omega, giving us time before wanting to kill us. Yeah, I'm not going to be grateful to them. I'm still wondering about Ayaka's role in all of this. Yeah, so was she really the mastermind or not? If she was, then the game should have ended with her death. Unless Monokuma was lying that the game would end along with the mastermind's life. Oh, the game ended alright. This isn't a part of it. You just didn't know what would happen to you after the game. Yeah, but if Ayaka really was the mastermind, no one should hold us here after her death. Maybe they were working on Ayaka's orders. Also, if she really was employed by the TV company, the people who paid her might have wanted us dead. Was it really like that? Huh. Ayaka says she was the mastermind. She ran this game from the inside, and she also gave orders to Monokuma. She was responsible for the creation of this game, so the game should have ended with her death. Huh, I don't think so. Object. Remember this? Counter. I don't think that is exactly true, Alucard. Why? See, it may not make much sense, but listen to this. What if Ayaka was the mastermind but wasn't the one who created this game? What? Doesn't the word mastermind basically mean the person responsible for everything though? Usually yeah, but not in this case. What if Ayaka really thought that she was the mastermind but was mistaken? How would that even work? You're saying she was made to believe that she was the mastermind but the real mastermind. Yeah, in short, she was just playing the role of a mastermind and that role was given to her by someone. What basis do you have for this theory? The note that we found in the security room. Yeah, that note. Please enlighten us. It was a note about a character file. You know, a file containing memories and personality that can be imprinted on someone. Yeah, the same thing that was used on us. Yeah, but this file wasn't for any specific character. It was simply for the mastermind. So the mastermind isn't a person but a role? It seems so. Ayaka was given the personality of Ayaka Higanbana, but she was also given the second personality of the mastermind. Does that mean any one of us could be given this thing and think that they are the mastermind? Apparently. I think anyone could play the role of the mastermind. Interesting, so the mastermind personality could not be used on its own, but only in addition to an existing personality? We don't know that, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is how it was actually used. And it was used as an additional personality in Ayaka's body. Yeah, but if it was just a role, how could she have controlled Monokuma? The so-called mastermind was given a number of useful perks. They could order Monokuma around and choose motives for us. But it all happened within the border drawn by the true mastermind. So that's why Ayaka couldn't break the rules of the game after the trial, right? Yeah, her position wasn't high enough. Monokuma said that she gave that right away when she became a player, but in truth, she never had it at all. Yeah, the alpha position that Monokuma spoke about gave her some rights, but not all of them. And the position above alpha was the omega, right? Indeed. Which means the real mastermind is the omega person, the one who challenged us. And that person gave the mastermind role to Ayaka. Why Ayaka though? She doesn't seem like the person fit for this role. Yeah, her personality was the complete opposite of the mastermind. When she switched, it was like night and day. Maybe that was the point. The role was given to her specifically so that we wouldn't suspect her. That's possible, but I suppose we have no way of knowing it for now. I'm wondering about another thing. Why even have this fake mastermind at all? Why couldn't the real villain operate the game themselves? They didn't need Ayaka for anything. Maybe it was for the TV show? So you're suggesting that the show needed a villain to show to their audience. So they created one, even if they weren't real. That makes sense. Although once again, we can't confirm that yet. We can do it when we get out and find those TV executives. Maybe. Regardless, I believe that we solved the mystery of Ayaka. She was one of the participants who was given the role of the mastermind as her second personality. But she never was the real mastermind of the game. So that's one question solved, right, Monokuma? Fine, I'll let you have this one. We still have two more though. Anyway, the fake mastermind is dead and the game is still going, so the real mastermind is still alive. Well, yeah, since they challenged us. What if they're dead and it's Monokuma just acting on its own? No, they're alive, I'm sure of it. It's the most possible scenario indeed. However, that's not all. We know more about the true mastermind or Omega than just the fact they are alive. Oh? Monokuma told me a very important thing. Question, what information did we get from Monokuma? The Omega among us. What? That's right, the Omega is one of us. Monokuma confirmed that. No way, again? You're saying they're one of us five? Well, not necessarily. Please be more clear. He said it's one of the 16 persons who started this game, so it could be one of those who died. But you just said that they're alive, unless someone faked their death. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's one of the possibilities, that's for sure. Still, we got the fake mastermind and the Omega in one group. How many hidden villains are there? Indeed, that's worrying. Seems like our trust in each other was more misguided than we thought. This is the worst. We thought we were done, but now we have to doubt each other again. Or doubt those we thought were dead. That's not much better. But once again, we have no idea who our opponent is. I think I could take a pretty good guess. Oh? I would say Fu is the most suspicious. Me? But why? Megumi, do you remember what we found in the archive? Ah yeah, that file. There was a record of the previous killing game in the Danganronpa series. And it involved a person who looked exactly like Fu. So we know her name now? I think so. Her name is... What is Fu's real name? Kaede Akamatsu. Yeah, it was Kaede Akamatsu. That is my name? Wait, you're right. Now I remember. That's right, I'm Kaede Akamatsu, the ultimate pianist. I'm glad you finally found your real name. Yeah, that must be a big weight off your shoulders. Let's not get too happy about it though. There's more to it. There is? Yeah, you should know it well. See, Forrest told us that she participated in a previous killing game. Right, and indeed, Kaede Akamatsu was a participant in the 53rd season of Danganronpa. So what's wrong? She didn't hide it from us, even though she didn't have some of her memories. The problem is that Fu looks like Kaede, and even said that she is Kaede, but she can be, and that's what makes her suspicious. Why can't she be Kaede? Because Kaede Akamatsu is already dead. What? Ugh. Now that is interesting. Is that true, Megumi? Well, it seems so. The file said that Kaede Akamatsu was wrongfully executed by Monokuma during the previous game. But she's here, right? So the file might be wrong. I doubt that. What is more probable is that Fu is an imposter pretending to be Kaede with amnesia. It's very likely that she is really the true mastermind. That's a valid theory. Fu, would you like to tell us your version of the story? I am Kaede, I'm sure of it. Very doubtful. But it's true that I haven't told you everything. I have to fix that now. So you've been hiding stuff from us? Yeah. See, I actually remembered a lot more during our time here. Not immediately, but gradually my memories returned. At least those involving the last killing game. So why haven't you said anything? Because I knew that you wouldn't believe me. And if you thought that I was saying was unbelievable, you would all suspect me. Well, obviously. But I'm not the mastermind or Omega or anything else like that. What if you were, but you forgot? No, only silly video games use this overused plot twist. Yeah, I hate it when they do that. Okay, but why were you so sure that we wouldn't believe you? Well, I was just getting to that part. You see, I remember my own death. What? Impossible. Katie, are you for real? Is she a ghost? I'm scared of ghosts. No, I'm not, although you can see me that way. You know, I actually remember everything. The trial, the verdict, and finally the execution. Up to the moment when everything goes blank. This is impossible. You couldn't have died. Then how would you explain that? The most reasonable explanation would be this. Kaida barely survived her execution after she lost consciousness. However, she lost her memory in the process. The TV executives declared her dead to calm down the audience. Maybe you're right. That's possible, but what grounds do we have to believe this? And what grounds do you have to believe anything that other people say? You can doubt everyone. Oh, I intend to. This is a valid approach. However, for now, we have no way to counter any of Fu's or Kaeda's claims. Thank you. So it's settled? No, it just means she is off the hook for now. We can still suspect her as we discover new evidence. I am fine with that. So what else can we discuss? Well, I believe we should focus on another one of those mysteries we had to solve, namely the nature of this game. Okay, let's talk. Like I said, we were part of a TV show, yeah. Yes, and we were forced to kill each other, yeah. And we were constantly watched by all the cameras, yeah. And this entire thing was created by Team Danganronpa, yeah. They created Monokuma to control the game, Think about this again. Created by Team Danganronpa. Maybe TDS bankruptcy? Counter. No, that's not right. Why? Regardless of the nature of this game, it certainly wasn't organized by Team Danganronpa. Why is that? Because TDR has already gone bankrupt. You've read about it in a newspaper. Daichi, you were there, don't you remember? Yeah, now that you mention it. Please don't be so forgetful about important details. Sorry. What exactly did the newspaper say? That after the ending of the 53rd season of Danganronpa, the one that Kaede was in, the show was cancelled. Kaede, do you know something about that? No, sorry, I was eliminated early on, so I don't know how it ended. I see. Anyway, the cancellation of the show caused the company to go bankrupt. But Hayaka said that she was sent here by Team Danganronpa, right? Obviously, it was because of the mastermind personality. You're right, she only thought that she was from this company. So the one behind this thing might be someone else entirely. Yeah, but someone is running this, and they are filming us. You think the show was simply taken by another TV channel? That is a possibility. So we are in the TV show just on a different channel. What's the difference then? True, that wouldn't change anything regarding the nature of this game. If it was true. Huh? The cameras are watching our every move, yeah. They were installed here by the TV station, yeah. And they send the video for the whole world to see? No. So they could say that the entire society is to blame. I don't think this is exactly right. For the whole, isn't it for the whole one person to see? No connection to outside. Get it? No, that's wrong. Get it? You remember what we found in the security room? Which part? About the video signal from the cameras. Yeah, this. Tell them. I don't want to take all the spotlight. Okay. So in short, the video signal that comes from the cameras is saved on the security computers, but it doesn't go anywhere else. What do you mean anywhere else? The computers are not connected to the internet or any other network, and the video signal is transmitted only to them, which means the video signal does not go anywhere outside this mansion. Oh, now that's interesting. Wait a moment, but we were shown on TV, right? Well, apparently not. Seems like the entire TV thing was another false memory imprinted on Ayaka. So it isn't a TV channel that's holding us here? It seems not. But then, why would anyone create such a game in the first place? That's what we have to find out. But it fits the story about the bankruptcy of Team Danganronpa. Yeah, if they are bankrupt, they obviously cannot run a show. But maybe another TV channel would then take over? Seems unlikely. We don't know anything about the organizers then. It must be a TV company. If not that, then another. No one else would have the money to run this thing. Not really. Maybe we're not live, but they will release it on DVD? No, nowadays it's all about live streaming on the net. The mysterious millionaire. Counter. There's another possibility. Other than this being run by a TV station? Yeah. Daichi and I found another newspaper clipping that sheds some light on it. Yeah, that one. I didn't forget this time, see? That's wonderful. So what does it say? That all of TDR's assets were bought by a mysterious millionaire, maybe a billionaire even. Who is that person? They didn't include any details about them, but apparently they paid $500 million for all of this. Whoa, how much? Yeah, that's a lot. So they suddenly had enough money not to only buy this thing, but also to run it. Indeed, it makes sense. When you are that rich, you can do pretty much anything. So we are not held here by a TV channel, but by a single person? We're here on a whim of one single rich bastard. Apparently so. But who could be that twisted to make such a thing? And why do that if they're not showing it to anyone? Yeah, if they don't show it, they won't make any money from it. Maybe it's not about the money. Maybe it's simply a fun game to them. That sounds terrible, but that's the most likely scenario. Imagine this, what if that person is the true mastermind? You mean the Omega? Yeah, they created this game and they put themselves in it. For the thrill of participating in a Danganronpa game? That makes sense. Who would willingly want to take part in such a thing? People are sometimes weirder than you could think, that is true. Anyway, it seems like we're getting closer to the mystery of this game. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What, you're asking me? Yeah, we solved another part of the mystery, didn't we? Well, you got it right that you're not really on TV, and that part about the mysterious buyer who created this game, and that they are the Omega? Well, yeah, but you still don't know who they are, right? I suppose. So you still haven't solved the mystery, no point for you. What about the mystery about the nature of this game? You got some of it right, but not all of it. For example, you found out that you're currently not in the Danganronpa TV show. Well, yeah, but you're still connected to the show, and you need to find out how. We're connected? You mean like when I participated in the previous season? There's more to it. It seems we're all connected, not just Kaede. But in what way? There was something else that proved that connection. Question, what evidence proves the connection to Danganronpa? Oh yeah, Chidori in the previous game. Yeah, we've read that Chidori also participated in a previous game and survived it. Chidori, but she never said anything to us. This is why I thought she was incredibly suspicious. You think she is the mastermind and she faked her death? That is certainly a possibility. Or maybe she had her twin sister who died instead of her. Let's not get too wild about it. Anyway, I think there's more to it than just Chidori. More to it? Yeah, we didn't have the time to check more of the files in the archive. What if it wasn't just Chidori and Kaede who took part in previous games? You think it could have been more of us? But apart from Kaede, none of the other 4 of us has any memories of this. Or am I wrong? You're right, we don't. But we already learned that memories can be changed. So you think we participated in previous games but were made to forget? I don't know if it is that simple. I need to think some more. Did we take part in previous games or not? Who are we really anyway? What's the deal with that evil rich person? We're getting closer to the truth, but there's still so many questions. We solved one of the mysteries, but the other 2 are still ahead of us. We can't rush it. We must slowly walk towards the truth. Only then we'll be able to break out of here. This game has only just started. You have reached the first checkpoint of the trial. Your HP has been restored. Yeah. Let me just do this. Save. We have even more questions that we have to answer. Yeah, especially those involving our connection to this game. I know I participated in it before, but maybe you did too? I feel like I can't trust my memories anymore. I still think Chidori is suspicious. I don't know, I think it might be a coincidence that we found Chidori's file, and not the file of someone else. Someone else? Yeah, another person who participated in Danganronpa. Maybe you could find a file for Pascal or Sayori. Why those 2? She's just saying names at random. Yeah, exactly. These games look extremely shady. If someone survives one of those, shouldn't they leave them alone? Indeed, they should be allowed to live the rest of their life in peace. What if someone liked it so much that they volunteered for a second time? You think someone would do that? Some people have unusual taste, that is true. Okay, but do you suggest that we did something like that? I don't know, I'm just theorizing. Remember that this game is different from a regular Danganronpa game. Yes, it's not run by Team Danganronpa anymore. It was taken over by that Omega person. So you're suggesting the way that they selected players was also different? Yeah, that's possible. Different, but in what way? Well, that's what we have to think about. We must find out who we were before this game. My hand is already. We don't even know who we are anymore. Aren't we the volunteers who wanted to participate in Danganronpa? Or maybe we were kidnapped by the mastermind after all, yeah. This may be the standard procedure for Danganronpa survivors. And what if we are simply dreaming right now? Dude. We were kidnapped? Victims of kidnapping consent. I think Rio may be right. Thank you. We never volunteered to participate in the killing game like those people in previous Danganronpa games. Yeah, instead, we were kidnapped. How are you so sure? Because we saw an important note in the second control room. It mentioned 15 people that were kidnapped by the mastermind. 15 people, you mean us? But there are 16 of us, right? Obviously, since one of us is a true mastermind, they were not kidnapped. Right, silly me. But obviously, it means that Aika was also one of the victims of kidnapping, which only further proves that she was a victim just like us and her whole mastermind thing was orchestrated by the Omega. So Aika didn't do anything wrong. Well, she did, but only because she was given the mastermind personality. Right. Anyway, those 15 people were kidnapped in a space of 1 month. That's terribly fast. Yeah, the kidnapper must have known what they were doing. They probably didn't do it alone. They could have hired a gang of professional kidnappers who took care of their victims without any trouble. The mastermind certainly had the money for something like this. Once again, rich people are scary. Oh, you're generalizing now. Huh? Some of the rich are upstanding members of society who bring out the best in people. Who asked you? I asked myself. I can't stand the slander of the upper class. If Yori was here, she would call him a class traitor or something. I'm nothing like that. I just value the good things created by the wealthy. Why did he suddenly butt in when we were talking about this of all topics? He's programmed like this. His mastermind is the Omega is a billionaire, right? So he's probably defending him right now. Monikuma, even if some of the rich are upstanding citizens, the ones who do things like this game certainly aren't. Oh, you think this game isn't a positive addition to society? Of course it isn't. Well, that's just your opinion. Even if it was, it's not being broadcasted like the Danganronpa games. So what's the point? The killing game is great even when no one is watching. The emotion it creates, the tension. It brings out the hidden qualities of people, good or bad. What's positive about that? It's an amazing social experiment unlike anything else ever created. The creator of this game is studying your every move, even if you aren't on TV. Just because it's a unique social experiment, we're supposed to accept it? No way! No one asked if you accepted it, suckers. Anyway, shouldn't you focus on your assignments more? You still haven't solved all the mysteries. Right, there's still that. So in short, we are all victims of kidnapping, and we were imprinted with new personalities and memories. How did they do that? Well, that part is simple. Question, what evidence shows how the personalities were imprinted? The flashback light manual. It was all done by those flashback lights. We already knew this, right? Aika told us about it. Yeah, but we don't know how much what Aika said was true. I suppose. But Megumi and I found a manual about the flashback lights that pretty much confirms what we've heard. Yeah, the flashback lights can imprint with you with both personalities and memories, and give you a single memory or a whole set of memories that replaces all of the previous ones. But it cannot restore a previous memory. It cannot remove a specific memory either. Interesting. So those flashback lights were used to turn the victims of kidnapping into what we are now. It is super creepy to think that we had an entire personality that was erased just like that. Pretty sure it could legally qualify as murder. Yeah, they create a new person by deleting the previous one. It's like death and rebirth at the same time. That's screwed up, man. Indeed it is, but that's what was done to us. We cannot do anything about it. We talked about this during the Aika trial. We can't go back to our previous lives, so we must do what we can with the ones we've been given. I know, but still. It's not an easy thing to accept. How did the people in previous Danganronpa games deal with it? That's a good question. It must have been hard for them as well. Losing your entire life up to that point. Not to mention finding that out at the end of a bloody killing game. Some would say it'd be easier to just get killed in the game and not know this. Let's not go in that direction. Yeah, that was dark. Our whole situation is dark though. And wow, it really drags on this part. I know, but does this mean we solved the mystery? They say such useless fucking things. Solved it? Well, we know how we were kidnapped, imprinted with new personalities and forced to play a killing game by the Omega, who brought the rights to the game from the fallen team Danganronpa for millions, and became one of the participants. Yeah? Is that all? Well, Monica, not quite. There's one more important detail that you haven't guessed. It's about why some of you apparently participated in previous games. Oh, come on, just let us take the W already. How much longer do we have to do this? I told you what you have to do. Solve this question and the second mystery is yours. Damn it, it won't be that easy, will it? Seems like we have to think a little harder. Don't worry though. Huh? Monikuma's words most likely confirm my suspicions. I have a theory that is pretty crazy. We're listening. It's weird, but it's the only option that explains the problem in previous games. I believe all of us took part in the previous games. All of us? Interesting. But at the same time, we didn't do it. What? Now I'm confused. I certainly did it. How could we participate and not participate at the same time? I'm about to explain it, but first, I need to organize everything I know. Right. How did we enter the game? Left by volunteering, by lottery, by kidnapping, right? Correct. Okay, we're going. Who chose us for the game? The mastermind, TV audience, the mastermind, right? Correct. And how does this solve anything? What are our personalities? Existing DR characters? Oh, because of Kaede? Sure, let's go with that. Correct. What if I go back? Nah, I don't want to skip. Congratulations, summary. How did we enter the game? By kidnapping. Who chose us for the game? The mastermind. What are personal existing DR characters? Ow. Yes, this is the missing piece of the puzzle. I'm not sure I follow. All the characters and their artificial personalities in Danganronpa games were created by the writers of Team Danganronpa. Well, yeah. But Team Danganronpa went bankrupt after the previous season, so they couldn't have created the characters for this game. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, but the Omega bought all the assets of Team Danganronpa, including all character files. So what you're saying is they used the existing files? Yeah, to create us. The Mastermind used the files of already existing characters, which means all of us are just copies of characters from the previous Danganronpa seasons. Wow, that's crazy. It's hard to believe, but I see your point. So that means that the original version of the same characters already exists somewhere in the world? Yeah. Well, they all existed at some time. We don't know how many of them survived their games. They also could have died after this game from a different cause. Yeah, especially if they participated many years ago. True, considering the number of seasons, the games must have been going on for decades. For example, Kate's original must have died in her game. Right, so this is what I remember. She didn't miraculously survive her execution. She's simply a copy of the person who died there. Oh. Wait a second, I still don't get one thing. Yeah? Why does Kate remember her original's game and we don't? That's a good question. To be honest, I don't know. There must be some reason why only she got her original's memories, but I don't think it changes much. I suppose. How did the Mastermind choose which characters to use though? There were so many options. Did they pick at random? Actually, I think I know. What evidence shows how the Mastermind chose the characters? Note about participants. Daichi and I found a note about this. Yeah, now this makes perfect sense. The note said that Omega, or the person behind this game, chose their 15 favorite characters, so they weren't chosen at random but by personal preference. So we're just the Mastermind's favorite characters from previous games? That makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, this feels weird. The note also said from which seasons they picked the characters. There were various seasons scattered all over the show's runtime. Was each one of us from a different season? I think not. I believe 2 of the characters were from the same season, but I may have remembered it wrong. I see. Does this change everything? No, since apart from credit, we don't have memories from our previous games. We wouldn't know about that anyway. Right, you wouldn't know that another one of us was with you in the same game. It still creeps me out that there might be another Daichi somewhere out there. If he even survived this game. Them guys like me always survive to the end. I'm not so sure. I would expect that most of the characters who are popular are those who either survived or died very late in the game. So there's a high chance that many of our originals survived. Except for Kaede because she died early. I'm not really sure if I would like to meet them though. Anyway, if the Omega had so many favorite Danganronpa characters, are they actually a Danganronpa fan? That is very possible. Who else could have bought the rights to this show and create their own version of it? And then put themselves in the middle of it. That's not just being a fan, that's being a fanatic. You could say that there certainly aren't a run-off-the-mill fan. Regardless, I think we are done, at least with this question. Monokuma, is that all? Ah, right. I guess you even solved the mystery of your connection to the games, huh? Why are you so clever? Shitty little brats. You're a sore loser. Loser? Huh, I haven't lost yet. You only solved 2 of the 3 mysteries you were given. You still haven't even touched the most important one. And this one is the hardest of them all. Who is really responsible for the game? Who is the true mastermind and the Omega? Right, the Omega. Well, that one is easy. What? What do you mean? I mean that I already solved this one some time ago. Really? Then why haven't you said anything? I decided to wait until we solved all the other mysteries. Why? So that the reveal wouldn't affect us and stop us from getting to the truth. But since we're already at the truth, I could tell you that part too. I don't get it. We haven't discussed the identity of the Omega at all. How did you find it? By being observant and by remembering things. Over the course of our time here, I noticed several clues that didn't make much sense on their own. But now when I combine them, they all fit. And they form a terrifying truth. Would you mind sharing it with us? Yeah, please don't keep us in the dark. Fine. There is no turning back. Once I say it out loud, it will become a reality. A reality that we all have to deal with. I must expose that person no matter what. So the truth is... This one's easy. Who is the Omega? Yeah. Got it. It's Rio. He had a picture of a... What's her name? Kyo Kirigiri. What? What? Megumi, are you sure? Yes, unfortunately. Megumi, what are you saying? Let me tell you, this pains me more than it pains any of you. I was very close with Rio. I really liked him, but I cannot close my eyes to refuse to see the truth. You realize that you have to back such a claim up with evidence. Of course, you know me, don't you? I always present the evidence. Well then, we're listening. There were 4 clues that pointed at Rio. On their own, each one of them would be probably too weak to be conclusive, but together they paint a pretty damning picture. Let me start with the weakest clue, okay? As you wish. The weakest of the clues is actually something we found during our final investigation. It was one piece of evidence that the mastermind did not want us to see. But due to another intervention from outside, it was exposed to us. So what was that thing? What is the first piece of evidence? Picture. Yes, I'm referring to the framed picture that Daichi and I found. The one of the Danganronpa lady? Yeah, it was a picture of Kyoko Kirigiri from the first Danganronpa. Who is that? It was one of the participants and survivors of the first Danganronpa game. Apparently she was someone important. How does she point at Rio though? See, I asked myself 2 questions. 1. Why would the Omega have such a portrait in their room? Yeah, why? The answer is because that person must be very important to them. And the second question, why would they hide this picture from us? And the only answer I could find was that this picture could somehow expose the mastermind. Expose? How? So my theory is that the Omega, who is a huge Danganronpa fan, idolizes Kirigiri. She might be his very favorite character. So why didn't they put her in the game? I don't know, there must be a reason why they couldn't. However, they couldn't do that. The best thing they could do was take her place. Take her place? Yeah, and Kirigiri's talent was... Ultimate Detective. Yeah. It was the Ultimate Detective, so I deduced that the Omega wanted to be just like their idol, Kirigiri. And to do that, they became the Ultimate Detective themselves. And that's why it's me? Come on, Megumi, you're better than that. Yes, I am. That is why I said this was the weakest of the 4 pieces of evidence. Let's move on to the second one. This is actually something that happened a long time ago. How long exactly? Before the first murder happened during the introduction event. It was just a single line that Rio spoke. I did? But only a short time ago after a conversation with Mastermind Ayaka, I remembered that line and thought about it. See, we've learned that all of our memories are fake, right? Yeah, but... And they were all created as separate memory files as part of our character files, right? Yeah. And even those 2 people that come from the same game do not remember it and therefore have no shared memories. Yeah, but what are you getting at? It's simple. None of us should have any memories of each other before the game. When we met, we all should have been complete strangers. And we were, right? None of us heard of anyone else, even the more famous ones like Daichi or Sayori. That was the case in almost all situations, all except one. During the introduction, Takeshi talked about his YouTube channel, and then Ryo said, and I quote, "You should check him out later, he's pretty cool." So tell me, Ryo, how could you know that his channel was cool if it wasn't part of your fake memories? Well, what if we came from the same game, but you were still created as separate characters without any shared memories? How do you remember that after all this time? Did I really say that? I don't really remember it. Maybe I just said it to be nice. That's the best defense you can think of. Indeed, it's pretty weak. And yet, I'm only halfway done. Then continue. The third clue was something that was bothering me throughout the game. Ryo. Yeah? With all due respect, you're a pretty poor detective. Ouch. Why do you think so? See, you've built all your reputation in our group on the first case. During the investigation and trial, you said a lot and you were very helpful. But to be honest, that case was really simple. I suppose it was. It's just that all of us were shocked and we were never in a situation before, so we couldn't do much, and that's where you shone. But in the second case, you were unavailable since you were drugged and became a suspect. Are you saying it was my fault? No, but it was a convenient excuse for you. In the third case, you got drugged again, this time because of your own actions. So he did it on purpose? Maybe, maybe not. But what matters is that he had an excuse for not having to investigate again. But for the fourth and fifth trial, there's no excuse at all. Now that you say it, he barely did anything. Yeah, he left all the investigating to me and whoever was participating with me at the time. And at the trial, he only said the most obvious things that you would have found out anyway. And you're saying this was because he wasn't really a detective? Yeah, he wasn't. He just saw a bunch of murder trials on TV and thought he could replicate them, lol. It's true that he sometimes acted like he found his detective badge in a bag of chips. But I am a detective. I just never worked under such pressure. You didn't even try. Instead, you kept motivating me to do it and telling me how great at investigating I am. You were praising me so that I would do everything for you. And you fell for it. I did, but now I see for it for what it really was. And finally, the last clue, the most damning one. You see, after we were gassed, we were all locked up. Yeah, in those small single rooms. Indeed, but what about the mastermind? Well, they didn't get locked, right? Yeah, but where were they instead? Where was the mastermind? Somewhere here? Got it. Here in the middle of the hall. Why there? Because when we got out, the five of us all met there, so they had to be around. I see. Which means whoever was not in those small rooms is the mastermind. Well, yeah. I asked all of you in detail about what you remember, and there's one account that does not fit. See, there are 2 rooms on the right side and 2 on the left side. So when the people on the same side will leave, they would meet each other before meeting everyone else in the hall. Right. So I asked everyone, who did you meet first? And the answers were as follows. I met Candace, she met me, Daichi met Alucard, Alucard met Daichi, Ryo met Daichi. So Ryo's account is contradictory to the others. Daichi and Alucard first met each other, they both said it, right? Yeah, indeed. But Ryo said that he met Daichi first, which doesn't fit. Because it's a lie. In fact, Daichi and Alucard only met him in the middle of the hall because he was always there. And that is because he was never locked at all. And that's it, all 4 major clues that form one shocking truth. Believe me, it hurts me to say this, I was close with Ryo. I liked him. I still like him. But that is the truth that I found. It's pretty damning. Megumi, yeah? As I said, you're a good investigator, but you still lack experience. This time your deduction has led you to a dead end. You presented only circumstantial evidence with nothing decisive. You heard all this and you still call it nothing? I'm sorry, but yes. So you're not backing down. I'm not. Fine, then let's fight. This isn't evidence, Megumi, it's just speculation. You have to think harder than that. Team Danganronpa went bankrupt after the 53rd season. There you go. Their assets were bought by the Mastermind. The Mastermind wanted to make a new game for themselves. To do this, the Mastermind kidnapped 15 people. They were kidnapped during a space of 1 month. They collected all the clues that were available, and they all point at the same truth. Megumi, I supported you throughout this entire game. Why would you turn on me at the very end? The Mastermind gave the participants fake memories. They wrote the personalities using old files. Because of that, we became copies of previous contestants. The mastermind then chose to participate in the game. They used their privilege Omega level. There you go. You were encouraging me to act so you wouldn't have to. It was all done to make you look like a real detective. Megumi, please don't act like that. You know I'm innocent. You were my best friend. Maybe even more than that. The mastermind greatly idolized Kyoko Kirigiri. They took the role of a detective. They mentioned having knowledge of Takeshi. During investigations, they always encouraged Megumi. They lied about that they were in a room next to Daichi. Please don't use my emotions against me, okay? You don't know how much it hurts me, but I won't stop. This is it. I'm not backing down. It pains me to say this, but Megumi is pretty convincing. The evidence speaks for itself. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Rio. Well, Rio, what will you say? What else is there for me to say? You're deflecting all my words masterfully, as always. So you're not going to defend yourself anymore. Whether I'm going to defend myself or not does not matter in the end. What matters is if you can prove your theory. I believe I can. If you do, then your path is clear. My path? Yeah, do what you always do to finish your case. Right, I will summarize this entire case from start to finish. I'll get rid of any remaining doubt. Good luck with that. This is it. The whole story began with the end of the Danganronpa TV show. It soon led to the bankruptcy of the company behind it, Team Danganronpa. All the assets of the company were bought by a mysterious millionaire, the true mastermind. The true mastermind was a huge Danganronpa fan and they wanted to make a game on their own. In doing so, they became the person we knew as the Omega. First, they kidnapped 15 people that looked similar to their favorite characters. Then they imprinted them with the personalities and memories of characters from previous Danganronpa shows, although the only person who got the memories of the game was Katie. They also gave an additional fake mastermind personality to Ayaka. That way, Ayaka became the designated mastermind of the game. They decided to join the game themselves using a fake talent, the ultimate detective. Doing so, they wanted to honor their favorite Danganronpa character, Kyoko Kirigiri. I mean, who wouldn't? Then the game began and soon people started to die. The mastermind showed their detective skills during the first trial, but they knew their abilities were limited, so for the rest of the game they hid behind Megumi. By doing so, they hoped people wouldn't see through their lies. The game continued until we unmasked Aika as the mastermind and she got executed. But instead of letting us go, the mastermind attacked us with sleeping gas. We were all left to die inside of those small rooms, but an outside intervention unlocked the doors that let us out. Then the mastermind found himself in the hall with the rest of us. They knew they couldn't just kill us, so they thought up a different plan. They waited until they were alone, and then reactivated Monokuma and told them to give us their challenge. The person who did all that was you, Ryo Nagisa. And that is all. The whole story of this game from beginning to end. Congratulations, Megumi, you really solved this case. Ryo, I am disappointed in you. Yeah, how could you? So Ryo, are you giving up? Give up? Me? Are you serious? I will never give up. For me, this trial is only just the beginning. We solved the mysteries of this game, and I managed to prove that Ryo is the Omega. But we have no idea what he's going to do now that he's cornered. Maybe he's right, maybe this is just the beginning. Our true fight with the mastermind begins now. Will we be able to get out of here safely? You will find out very soon. You have reached second point? Yeah, awesome. Yes, please. Save. Well, Ryo, what do you have to say for yourself? For me, nothing. But I have something to say to you. Congratulations, Megumi. So you admit it? Are you the Omega? Oh, am I? Just say it. Alright. Of course I am the Omega. Was there any doubt? I am the true mastermind of this game. True mastermind of this game. Congratulations, everyone. You solved all of my mysteries. That's amazing. Ryo, how could you? How could I do what? You deceived us the entire time. You pretended to be our friend. Yeah, through all this stuff we survived together, you were against us all along? Not really, I actually wanted to befriend you. Especially you, Megumi. Me? Why? Oh, I will get to that later. I also generally tried to solve all these murder cases together with you. My help was real, it was not a lie. It doesn't matter, we solved all the mysteries. Let us out. Oh, already? I just revealed myself. Can't we talk for a while? Don't you have any questions for me? Of course we have questions. Yeah, like how could you do something like that? Oh, that is simple. It was all for my entertainment. Entertainment? People killing each other is fun for you? Well, of course. And don't look at me like I'm weird, it's completely normal. In this world, a murder entertainment is a huge part of popular culture. Millions of people enjoy it. Even if they do, they don't create murder games themselves. Well, I am no ordinary person though. See, I was always a huge fan of Danganronpa. I loved it for as long as I remember. I was raised with Danganronpa. That doesn't sound very healthy. My biggest dream was always to participate in a Danganronpa game, and as soon as I turned 18, I applied to the show, but those ignorants didn't like me, and they thought I was too boring. Me? Too boring? That's insulting. I tried to apply twice with no result, and last year I wanted to do it for the third time. And how did that go? I couldn't do it because disaster struck. At the end of the 53rd season, the show was cancelled. All because of 4 stupid brats who convinced the others that the show was evil or something. Brats, you mean the participants of the game I was in? Not you, but your original, but yeah, it was them. 4 survivors led by your stupid boyfriend Shuichi Saihara. Shuichi? Is he still alive? Yes, unfortunately, the robot guy blew up, but the other 3 left safely, including him. Only 3 people survived? That's so horrible. But at least Shuichi's still okay, that's something. Yeah, be happy all you want. I was not happy at all though, because they did cause the show to be cancelled for good. I thought everyone would change their mind back soon, but they didn't. The 54th season never came, and then without its golden goose, Team Danganronpa went down. And that's when you saw your chance. Of course, I inherited an incredible fortune from my family. Buying TDR was nothing. At first, I wanted to make the rights and the equipment and form a partnership with another TV company. But they all refused, can you believe it? So someone out there still has some morals, huh? Yeah. Nah, it was not about morals, they simply thought it wouldn't be profitable anymore. So I had to act alone. I built this mansion and planned my very own killing game. With the characters from the previous shows. Well, I decided if I'm to make my own game, it should be the best of all. I wanted to get all my favorite characters and play alongside them. You know, at first, I wanted to kidnap the actual survivors of the previous Danganronpa games, but soon I realized that this would make for a bad game. Why is that? Because most of them are broken shells of people they were before. They're all in therapy and medication, some are depressed, others are in mental institutions. It's insane. Gee, I wonder why. I don't get it. Danganronpa should be the best experience of your life. Why do people who play it end up so broken? Dude, are you a psychopath? A sociopath? Maybe psychopath. Anyway, I decided I needed fresh versions of them, and that's where the character files came in. So you kidnap 15 random people to imprint them with those personalities? Don't insult me, it was just 15 random people. I used my connections to carefully look for people who most closely resembled my chosen characters. Same height, weight, eye color, and so on. But why? For maximum immersion, of course. There was no room for half-assing it. I remodeled those people to make them as close to their originals as possible. My people did their hair, made their clothes, and even did some minor plastic surgeries on their faces. That is insane. No, that is dedication to art. Anyway, I imprinted those people with my chosen personalities, and the 15 of you were born. I don't understand one thing. Why give Ayaka a second personality? Oh, that is simple. Every killing game needs a mastermind, and I didn't want to play that role. I wanted to be a participant who searches for the mastermind with the rest of you. But you already know who they were. Of course not. Who do you take me for? The mastermind personality was not created for Ayaka. It was an additional thing. I programmed the computer to imprint it to a random person without telling me. So it could have been any of you. You mean any of us could have been the fake mastermind? Exactly, otherwise it wouldn't be fun. It was kind of bad luck that it was Ayaka. Her personality was the least compatible for this role. So as you saw, she kind of went crazy at the end. Still, it was amazing fun to look for her and finally catch her. Also, the mastermind file didn't just add a new personality, it also gave the chosen person some new skills. For example, the mastery of advanced assassination techniques. Haven't you wondered how it was possible for someone to kill with a single stab using a screwdriver? Yeah, that was weird. A normal human couldn't do it, but Ayaka could, all because of the powers of the mastermind. The same powers gave her the determination to overcome her physical limitations and move the body quickly in the dark. However, Ayaka had much less control over the game than she thought. For example, she had no idea that the key to the control room was inside the puzzle that Eri found. This is why she didn't stop her earlier, and acted in such a panicky way when Eri headed to that room. which incidentally was the very thing that caused her downfall. But what fun it was! So you just wanted to play detective with us? You can't say that. That's why I took the role of the ultimate detective. Wasn't that because of Kyo Kirigiri? Partially, yes. I always adored Kirigiri, but I also liked all the ultimate detective types in the series. Until Shuichi, I guess. Shuichi was a great detective, he just needed some confidence. Maybe, but he ruined the entire game for me by what he did. So in short, I always wanted to be an ultimate detective myself. That was what I said at the Danganronpa casting. But they thought I wasn't cool enough for this role. Well, I believe I did pretty well, don't you think? You don't have to say anything. I know what you're thinking. It's true what you said, I wasn't the greatest detective ever. In the first case, I tried to imitate the detectives from the show, and it somehow worked. But the deeper we got, the more I felt lost. All those cases were getting difficult for me, but I couldn't show it because you would doubt my talent. That's why you used me. Yeah, you were perfect for this. You're a natural at investigating, Megumi. No one came close to you. So I tried playing your mentor who's helping you, but also encouraging you to try on your own. And it worked. We didn't notice anything suspicious. Indeed, we all thought you were a pretty decent detective. Maybe you're just a better actor than a detective. Who knows, I could use that talent for the next game. There will be no next game. It's not up for you to decide. It was kind of disappointing that I could only be a supporting character though. I always wanted to be a protagonist. I even gave my hair an ahoge. It's a staple of Danganronpa Pro tags. Just how dedicated are you to this series? Very much, thanks for asking. Oh, now that you pause for a moment, let me ask you some questions. Go on. What's with my memories? Why am I the only one with memories about my game? And what's with the amnesia? Well, it was a mistake, I apologize. A mistake? Yeah, with how your memories were imprinted. You see, each character folder has only one personality file, but two memory files. The first is the original file. It consists of all the fake memories created by the writers, and it is used at the start of the game. The second one is the updated file. It keeps changing throughout the game, with new real memories being added in real time. It takes memories in real time? How? It uses a special microchip in the player's brain. Each one of them had one put inside their head. Anyway, the inner workings of it are not important. What it means though is that you can create a backup copy of the character at any time, even after their death. For example, in the 53rd season, one of the motives promised to bring someone back from the dead. It wasn't used in the end, but if it was, they would just create a backup copy of that character. It would have all the memories from the game too. So I was imprinted with the updated file? Exactly. All of you should have got the original file, but because of an error, you got the updated one. That's why you remember the game you were in. Okay, but what does it have to do with my amnesia? Well, the creators of the show never actually tried imprinting someone with a dead person's memories. It has some unforeseen consequences. Consequences? Yeah, basically the mind is not prepared for the shock of remembering its own death. Since Kaida got this memory, it could have ended with permanent brain damage or even death. But fortunately, all you got was temporary amnesia. Phew. So you almost killed me for the second time because of an error? Yeah, crazy, isn't it, lol? I would have used a different word for that. And what did you do after that error? Well, I decided to play around it. Kaida's amnesia was a cool side plot. That's why we removed her name from the bedroom plate too. Our lives really are just toys to you, huh? Maybe, but they're the best toys I've ever had. You know, I was actually lucky that you never realized what was going on. There was one step away in which you could have realized that something is very wrong. What way? Well, if only one of you mentioned what year it is. Year, you mean 2032? What? Are you okay, Daichi? Exactly. See, the year now is 2037, but none of you know that. Danganronpa began in 2010, and the memories created for each of the seasons ended the year where the first season aired. So if Danganronpa 30 happened in 2025, its characters would think it's 2025 now. But it is 2025 now, is it not? Well, you are from Danganronpa 30, so that's what you believe. But for Daichi it's 2032, for Megumi it's 2030, and for Kaede it's 2036. So yeah, it was a major pitfall that I'm glad I've avoided. Lots of dumb luck on my side. I mean, it wouldn't mean you would figure me out, but you could start wondering. You know, there's only one huge regret that I have. Only one? You don't have more? No, one is enough. What is it? The fact that I couldn't have used the characters from the first few seasons of Danganronpa. Why not? You may not have learned it from the files, but the reality TV version of Danganronpa only began after several seasons. The first few were entirely fictional. They were either video games or anime series. So a video game series evolved into a real game? Yeah, isn't that amazing? Not really. Anyway, those video game Danganronpas are just as canon as all the others. In fact, they have some of the most iconic characters in the entire franchise. There's Junko Inishiwa, Makoto Naegi, Chiaki Nanami, and of course Kyoko Kirigiri. I see those characters are fictional, so there aren't any character files for them. Yeah, that's why I couldn't imprint you with their personalities, and I would if I could, believe me. One character that I really wanted in my game was Nagito Komaeda from the second season. This guy is a pop culture icon. There's even a whole type of character in fiction that's simply named the Komaeda. Is he that popular? Yeah, I really wanted him in my game, but sadly I couldn't do that. But there was a simple solution to this. You know, wanna hear it? Do we have a choice? See, Nagito was so popular that every 3 or 4 seasons, they would make a character that was very similar to him. People called him a Komaeda clone. This type was so popular they would never let it go away. They would have white hair, be absolutely crazy, and sometimes a little gay. So all I had to do was to take one of those clones and put them in my game. And I took the best one, the one most similar to Nagito. Do you know who I mean? Question, who was a Komaeda clone? Oh, that's easy. Yukito. White hair, crazy? You mean Yukito? Yes, exactly. He was the greatest Komaeda clone ever. He was perfect for this game. It's a shame he died so early. It was his own fault though. Sure, I guess he was too crazy to survive. But he really inherited Nagito's crazy luck. Do you remember the list of 3 potential killers that he created? You mean Megumi, Takeshi, and Haruo? Yeah, you know that the 3 of them have in common? They like video games? Try being serious for once. All 3 of them committed murder and got away with it. What? I said what I said. I committed murder? Not you, you're original. And unlike Kaede, you don't even have her memories, so she's like a different person. Still, that's hard to swallow. No one said it would be easy. Anyway, the 3 of you won their respective games by committing murder and winning the trial. So Yukito, with his incredible luck, managed to choose 3 people that had the highest chance of success. He believed that the 3 of you could commit murder and win. But Takeshi actually did it, and he failed completely. Who knows, maybe his previous game was a fluke. So you know all of our originals games? Of course, Mr. Akira Endo. Silence, don't use that dumb name again. And don't call me Mr. As you wish. Anyway, as you see, I know everything about you, and of what your predecessors did in their games. For example, you, Daichi. Me? Yeah, did you know that you and Haru actually came from the same season? We do? Of course you do. In fact, you were both ready with each other in mind. What do you mean? I mean that you were destined to form a strong bond. It was an important plotline made by the writers. In the original game, you quickly became a couple. We did? Yeah, you were even closer than in this game. That's why when you died, Haru went off the rails. Wait, I died? Yeah, you were the victim in one of the later cases. It shook Haru so much that after the case, he became the murderer himself. And unlike the one you know, he didn't get caught. So the original Haru is still alive somewhere? Yeah, I wonder how messed up he would get if he met you. I almost want to see it. Anyway, you two were destined to be close in this game too. So when Daichi was hitting so hard on Haru while dancing shirtless, it was because the writers made him like this. That's crazy. If Haru's original is still alive, is Eri's original alive too? Getting your hopes up, aren't you? Sadly, no. Oh. She was one of the victims. It was a pretty wild case. So sorry, but you will not meet her again. So which one of us did survive the games? Quite a lot of them, although out of you 4, only Megumi survived. We know what happened to Kaede and Daichi, and as for Alucard, yeah? You got executed, sorry. Oh. Looking at how often you threatened to kill someone, I was expecting you to become a killer in this game as well. So I wasn't the only killer out of us? No, but you were the best one. Why? Oh, Megumi, everything you did was for the best. You see, before I became a Kirigiri fan, I was a huge Megumi stan. Stan? Yeah, you were my favorite character in the entire series. I had a major crush on you when your show was airing. I had posters of you in my room. I even bought figurines, not to mention doujins. I was obsessed with you, Megumi. I wanted to meet you so much. So that's what I did. What? Sometime after the game, I used my resources to look for the original Megumi, and I got to meet her in person. But she was so disappointing. She was a broken person scared of her own shadow. And she absolutely refused to ever talk about Danganronpa. It was a major blow to me. I expected a brave heroine, an icon of Danganronpa. And what I got was just a shell of a human. But that's what made this game all the more exciting. Why? I finally got to meet you the way you were supposed to be, still strong and willing to act. I knew you had the talent for investigating, that's why I wanted to see it so much. You were treating me like some kind of fictional character. A character that I absolutely loved. And to think I thought I loved you too. Our small romance was the best thing I could ever dream of, Megumi. I was so ecstatic, I almost blew my cover. I don't even know what to say. I feel like my feelings were betrayed and trampled on. We can still be together, Megumi. You won't find anyone who loves you like I do. I'm not really sure about that. You'll understand eventually, I'm sure of it. You're more twisted than I thought. Who cares what you think? What matters is that I got to experience the game of my lifetime. It even had all the staples of Danganronpa. Staples, what do you mean? See, there are many cliches that often happen in Danganronpa games. For example, the third case is almost always a double kill. Why is that? I don't know, it just works that way. And it happened here too. Same with the cliche about a big person dying in the fourth chapter, Pascal played this role perfectly. There's also the tragic romance, the fake best friend, so many cool tropes to play with. In fact, some of the later seasons of Danganronpa they tried to move away from these cliches to make things more fresh. But it was a spectacular failure, the viewing numbers plummeted. Seems like most people like things that they already know. So the creators restored most of the cliches and the numbers rose again. But my game, it had everything. It was like a real Danganronpa. And like in real Danganronpa, it was full of murder and despair. Yeah, that's what makes it so cool. You see, the Danganronpa fandom is actually enormous, especially on the internet. There are so many people who want to create their own Danganronpa. What do you mean create their own? They use various media to do it. They create fan games, video series, fan fiction. Some of these creations are really on another level, while others only show you a bad time, lol. All of those things are called Danganronpas or fan games for short. Why would you create fan content for something just evil? Those people must be sick. No, we're just dedicated fans. I also wanted to create my own thing, but I didn't want any half-baked creations. Making a video game or a video series was just not enough for me. But this is something else. So this game, it is... yeah. This is my Danganronpa. It is going to be the greatest Danganronpa of them all. My true talent was not the ultimate detective, but the ultimate Dangan creator. Do you know why you were constantly observed by the cameras? To pretend that we were a part of a TV show? That too, but it's only an additional reason. My main reason was to record this entire thing. After the end, I would hire the best editors to create an ultimate Danganronpa DVD collection. I would premiere it at a giant party with all big-name Danganronpa fans. Everyone would be jealous of me. And after that, I could release it on the internet for the whole world to see. I could even show it at the annual Monacon. Maybe it would be so popular it would change the public's mind and create a demand for a Danganronpa comeback. Why would you want to revive something this cruel? I told you because it's the best entertainment ever. Fans all over the globe would watch my movie. Maybe I could even get picked up by some biggest Danganronpa YouTubers like Nico or Mr. Beaver. That would be amazing. You have some weird life goals. Shout out to those two. Sorry, I don't know you guys. Even people who don't know the language could view it. People do fan translations of Danganronpas all the time. That's also how many of the younger viewers all over the world get to experience it. Younger, isn't this thing not really suitable for kids? Well, some people say so. Some creators are adamant that their creations can only be viewed by people 16+, but most aren't like that. There's a ton of kids in the Danganronpa fandom, yeah, which is weird. But then again, there are kids in FNAF as well, so I don't give a shit. Personally, I've been watching Danganronpa since I was 10, and it turned out fine. Yeah, right. Yeah, we can see pretty well how fine you are. Think about me what you will, I don't really care. I only care about Megumi. And you think I'm going to approve of you? Eventually, yeah. And about that, I have something important to tell you. Me? Who else? It's a proposition. Now that I told you that all you need to know, we can finally get to the important parts. Ryo told us everything about himself in this game. That was insane. How could one person create something so sick and cruel? But then again, how could so many people in the world think that this is normal? I don't know if I feel better now that we've uncovered those mysteries. And the other me is a killer? That is just another blow. Now that we've let him talk, it's finally our turn. We need to get him to let us out of here in one piece. What does he want to offer me? I'm not sure I want to know that. Well, soon it's going to be over, one way or another. You reached third checkpoint. You want to see bad and save the game now. Okay. You can pick the wrong choice now to get the bad end and then reload the save to continue without having to replay a lot of the chapter. Oh my god. So convenient. Thanks a lot. I love you for this. So what now? We solved all of our questions. Right, but we still have some things to discuss. However, I want to talk to Megumi first. What do you want from me? Actually, I have a proposal for you. Yeah, you said it before. What is it? You really want to listen to him? I guess just listening cannot hurt, right? Okay, get to it. See, this trial is going to take a while, and I can't really guarantee your safety during that time. Are you threatening us? Maybe. I still hold all the power in this place. Okay, and? But you, and only you, Megumi, can stop all this. Me? Yeah. We can end this trial right away. What's the catch? Oh, that's simple. You have to agree to stay here with me. What? She'll never do it. Guys, let him talk for now. My proposal is simple. Stay together with me. We'll surely have a great time here. We can do a new killing game this time together. After all, you are perfect for that. What about the others? Oh, don't worry. I will release them immediately. Don't trust him, Megumi. Yeah, he's the bad guy here. Please be reasonable. I know, but... we could end this hell right now. And staying with Rio, is that really the worst that can happen? After all, I don't have any other life to come back to. Maybe this could be for the best. See, it's the best option for everyone. We'll be happy together, Megumi. I wonder. See this big red button at your stand, Megumi? Yeah? If you agree to my terms, just press it now. Everything will end. What should I do? Press the button. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. I will do it, Rio. No. That's great. I press the button, and then... What? As soon as I pressed it, a huge metal spikes bursted from the floor and ceiling. They pierced the bodies of Kaede, Daichi, and Alucard. All three died instantly. Why? But you said... You didn't need them anymore, Megumi. They were just distractions. You don't need anyone other than me. But you said you would release them. Oh, I released them. I released them from their pointless lives. Although it was you who actually did it. After all, you pressed the button. But it was because you lied to me. I lied? No, you simply misunderstood me. Shh, calm down, Megumi. It's okay. Rio wiped a bit of the blood from my face. Bring this together now. You're just as guilty as me. No. Yes, it was you who killed them, was it not? I did it. Yes, you did. Now your hands are just as bloody as mine, but don't worry. I will be the one who will wash your hands. Oh. So just let go of them. Let go of your fake life. Become the real Megumi, the one who stays by my side. We can be together forever. I don't want... You do want it. I saw the way you looked at me. You were interested from the start. I just had to give you a little push to help you let go. You don't have to worry about anything anymore, Megumi. I don't? No, I will take care of everything from now on. You just stay close to me and everything will be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll create a new killing game better than anyone the world has ever seen. And then we will bring back Danganronpa for good. We can be partners in crime and partners in life. I guess Rio wants what's good for me, right? It'll be fine, right? Now take my hand and let's go together. Our journey begins today. Okay? I will always be with you. And you'll always be mine. Yeah. Good girl. Bad end. Lol. Load it up again. So what now? Yep. Skip the part. Do we press the button? Don't press the button. Are you sure? Yeah. No, I will not do it. Why? Sorry, Rio, but I do not trust you. Why even apologize? It's obvious you can't be trusted. Besides, I also want to leave this place for good. I can't stay here forever with you or with anyone else. I see. Well, I kind of expected that to happen, but it was still worth trying. So what now? Will you let us out? Not yet. We still have so much to talk about. But first, I want to introduce someone to you. Introduce? You mean there is someone else here? Yeah, an intruder who tried to break into this place and interrupt my wonderful game. Is it that person who let us out of those rooms? No, that person is operated from outside the mansion, so we can't do anything about them sadly. But I suppose that our intruder may be working with them. Who knows, maybe they will let us know themselves. So where is this person? I'll be patient, I'm getting to that. I captured our little intruder and brought them for all of you to see. Behold! One of the walls opened, a small platform was moved in. On that platform, a person tied to a pole was standing with an angry look. Hey look, hello there. Nagisa, you bastard, let me go. And let those people go too while we're at it. No way, it's much too early for that. Who is this person? She looks just like Megumi. What? Ah, it's you, Megumi. Good observation skills, everyone. She does look similar, doesn't she? Is she your older sister or what? But we don't have any real family, remember? Don't disappoint me, everyone. It's obvious who this is, right? Yeah. Question, who is that person? My long-lost evil. My original. Are you my original? Ah, you're right, she is you. No, it's her who is me. But you're right, I'm the first Megumi Edogawa created for the Danganronpa show. To avoid confusion, you can just call me Gumi. Okay, Gumi. Maybe tell them a bit about yourself, Megumi. I will not listen to you, Nagisa. Ah yeah, you still hate me, don't ya? I couldn't stand you from the moment I met you. Talking about Danganronpa like it was some wonderful adventure, but I never imagined we would meet again in these circumstances. Life is full of surprises, isn't it? Yeah, right. Anyway, I suppose I could talk to your prisoners a bit. I was the original Megumi Edogawa. I was created for the 40th season of Danganronpa 7 years ago. I'm 28 now, that's why I look older than your Megumi. Now I understand. I won my Danganronpa season barely managing to survive. And you did it by committing murder and causing everyone else to be executed at the trial. I'm not proud of that, you know. Also, you're the last person who can judge me. Oh, I'm not judging, you performed magnificently. It's a shame you changed so much after the game. It's obvious, that's how normal people react to traumatic experiences. Only sociopaths like you can deal with it like it's nothing. Still, I was disappointed in you. That's why I preferred the new Megumi. I don't think I should feel honored by that. Gumi, would you like to tell us more about your mission? I suppose I can, I won't change anything anyway. After many years, I slowly managed to be able to function properly again. It took me years of therapy, but at least I was able to talk normally to people. I thought it was all behind me, especially since Danganronpa ended after the 53rd season. But then, 1 month ago, I was contacted by someone. Someone? Yeah, it was a private detective by the name of Shuichi Saihara. Shuichi? That Shuichi? Yeah, the Shuichi that you know, the one who survived the 53rd game. He told me that he had information that someone's trying to create a new killing game and has already kidnapped multiple people. He tried contacting the people, but it was useless. Of course, all police in this country are paid off by me. That's why Shuichi wanted to stop the game by himself. He was looking for help. He contacted me because he believed that I had ties to this new game, and he was right. Shuichi also recruited another helper, a master hacker. A hacker? Someone like Haruo? Yeah, a person who only went by the name Clef. Wait, what? I'm a hacker? What? That person's role was to hack into the mansion systems. They were able to watch the entire game through Ryo's cameras. Oh, I'm the player. Nice. It must have been a traumatic experience to watch so many of you die without being able to do anything. Not me though. But finally, Clef was able to hack into the main system of the mansion. Wow. Great way to incorporate the player into the story. Nice. That's why they were able to open the doors to your rooms. So it was them who helped us. Right, they really saved us. If you're hearing this, thank you, Clef. Duh. Still, we needed someone to physically infiltrate the mansion. That's where I came in. I used the one-way entry point on the roof and got inside. But you got captured. Yeah, that bastard took away my communicator. I can't contact Shuichi anymore. He's waiting outside, but he doesn't know what's going on, apart from what Clef tells him. He's still going to save us somehow, I tell ya. Yeah, Shuichi's amazing. I'm sure he can think of something. What can he do on his own? It's not like he can call the cops. He will do it by himself if needed. Right. Anyway, now that we have welcomed our guests properly, it's time to get to the most important part of the trial. What part? You see, we're going to have one final voting time. Not again. What can we even vote for now? We still have to execute someone or else it won't be a proper trial, you know? That's how I spell no. So I'm going to give you two options, option A and option B. Option A is simple and boring. You vote to execute me, and what happens then? You get out of yourself like Monocum has the remote to the exit door. He will give it to you. Yes, sir. This sounds perfect. Really? Remember, in that case, you will leave this mansion and go to the outside world the way you are now. So what's the other option? Yeah, option B. You vote to execute our little guest, Gumi. Me? Yeah, it's not like you know her, so it shouldn't be a problem. Why would we do that? Because then I will give you a small gift. I will use the flashback lights to imprint you with the same memories you got at the beginning of the game. Well, except Kaede. She will get the correct file this time. So in short, it'll be as if you just forgot the game completely. Forgot it? You mean we would lose all memories of what happened here? Yeah, that's what I mean. You keep talking about trauma and therapy and stuff, so I thought I could save you from it all. Remove all your bad memories, and then of course you would be let out. It's not a trick to make you play a second game, I promise. I will find someone else for that. So don't you think it's a much better option? Hey, don't listen to him. Losing all memories of the game? All of these traumatic moments that hurt us so much? We wouldn't remember all of the deaths we witnessed. We could leave their despair behind. It's like starting again with a clean slate. But is it really right? We would give up on everything that we've been through? We've made so many memories with the people here, good and bad. Do we even have the right to pretend that it never happened? No, it wouldn't be okay. It would be disrespectful to those who died. I don't want to forget Yukito or Takeshi or Katsuya and Sayori or Rin, Chidori and Nene or Pascal and Haruo. Or Eri or Ayaka. Or even the time I spent with Rio and everyone else who's still alive. That would be like removing a part of me, a part that makes me who I am. I could never agree to that. Well, you still have to hold a vote. And this vote is not decided by a simple majority. If all of you vote for option A, it wins. But if only one person votes for option B, it will win instead. That's not really fair. Oh, but don't worry, as the host, I will abstain from voting. After all, my life is also on the line here. And don't pity Gumi, you know, of the two of us, only she has directly killed people. And what about the 15 you erased by replacing them with us? Details. So what will you do? I will not agree to your proposal, I'm sure of it. I still have hope for the future. I will not give up on what I am. But what about the others? Right, everyone? Daichi, how about you? I don't know. Losing her will hurt you much. Everyone else's death was also pretty terrible. If I could just forget all this, it would be easier to get rid of all the despair. Daichi, you gotta have hope. But listen to me. Photo analysis. What do we need to protect? This number here. It's just what you use. Hope. Got it. Make your argument. Object. Hope. Counter. That you have hope. We can get through this. Do you really want to forget everything? Do you want to forget Haruo and the time you spent with him? No, you're right. That wouldn't be right. I can never forget Haruo. He sacrificed himself for me, for all of us. I could never forgive myself if I forgot him. Well, if I forgot, I wouldn't know that I forgot, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I understand. So I will not give up hope. I will vote for Rio as the culprit. Great. Alucard, what about you? I'm not sure. From a logical standpoint, forgetting would be the most healthy option. Trauma isn't an easy thing to deal with. So if we have a chance to just make it go away, we should take it. After all, we took an enormous amount of despair on ourselves. Don't give up on your future, Alucard. You have hope in all of us. Hope? This isn't the end of our story yet. Letter Labyrinth. What? We can never give up. Get out of there. There you go. Hope. Hopefully, dopely, dopity dope. Got it. Ding, 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 ding. Object. Hope. Counter. Alucard, don't lose hope. We can still make it. What would Eri say if she saw you now? I know you cherish the time you two spent together, even if you never really befriended the rest of us. I suppose. Meeting that silly girl was quite important event in my life. You could say it was the first important moment in my life, since all the previous ones didn't really happen. I don't want to go back to just having fake memories. What happened here, what happened for real, and it shouldn't be forgotten. For Eri and for everyone else who died. Yeah, you're right. You can call it hope or whatever you like, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to vote for Rio to be executed. Thanks, Alucard. So that just leaves Kaede. You're all so strong, I'm jealous. I don't know if I could be like that. See, getting through one killing game is horrible enough, but two? I went through more despair than many people would see in their entire lifetime. I miss the time when I thought I was just a normal pianist. Sometimes I wish I could go back to that. We can still look to the future, Kaede. Your memories are what makes you who you are. But do I really want to be that person? You do, I'm sure of it. Logic drive. What must always be cherished, yada yada. Middle, vroom, vroom. Correct, Amundo. Yeah, we did it, congratulations. Summary, what must we always cherish? Hope. Make your argument. Object. Counter. Don't lose your way, Kaede. Don't lose your way. You can still have hope for the future. You made so many memories during those 2 games. Not all of them are bad. I'm sure you grew as a person thanks to them. Yeah, you're right. If I gave up now, it would mean losing my memories of all of you. And of all people from the previous game, including Shuichi. I still want to leave this place and meet him again. I can't do it if I don't remember him. Thanks for supporting me, Megumi. I'm here for you. I'm here for all of you. I appreciate it. I will not lose hope now. I can vote for Rio as the culprit of this game. That's great. So that's all of us. We're united in our decision. Is that so? I don't think you really understand what depths of despair that await you. This will not end so easily. Everyone managed to find their hope. We're ready to finally defeat the true mastermind of the game. But Rio will not just give up, I know that. I believe the final battle between us and him is about to start now. You reached the final. Ooh, final. Nice. Yes, please. Save here. So it looks like we are ready. Yeah, can we vote now? Not yet, I still have to make my argument. Do we have to listen to it? You don't have a choice. But we don't wanna. Everyone, stay strong. He's going to try to break you with his words. Don't let him do this. Oh, can you just shut up for a second? Anyway, where were we? Ah yeah, the part where you acknowledge the unmanageable despair that awaits you if you don't accept my proposal. We will not accept it. We still have hope for the future. Just shut up and see the despair before you. Let the despair take over you. This isn't enough. You have to fight his words. Everyone, this will be the final battle. Let's go. You will never feel happy again with those memories. Despair will crush you. The first victim was Yukito. The victim had an injured hand. He was killed by stabbing. The murder happened in the laundry. Oh, good thing I still remember this. The victim made a list of potential killers, yeah. The killer tried to frame Megumi, yeah. The clue that helped catch the killer was a coat. We will not give in to despair. We can keep the hope in our memories. Think of all the traumatic things you've been through. You think the pain will just go away? The second victim was Sayori. The murder plan was created by 2 people. The victim was killed using a cable, yeah. The killer tried to frame Rio by drugging him. The murder happened in the karaoke room. The killer hid in the corner of the room, right? The announcer played where the body was discovered by Daichi. Oh, thank God. The pain will go away, but we can't survive that. I will never give up my memories of Haruo. You won't miss your friends once you forget them. And they won't be mad at you since they're already dead. The third killer murdered 2 people. Yeah. The first one to die was, I think it was Nene or someone. The kills were performed from the library. The killer used a hole in the floor. The witness created by the killer was Pascal. The killer used a fishing line. Yeah. The killer appeared to our logic. Yeah. Eri may be dead, but she lives on in our memories. As long as we remember her, she will never truly die. You're just talking about empty things to make yourself feel better. The memories of the dead will haunt you forever. The fourth case victim was... Pascal? The victim was killed with a statue. The person who fell unconscious from dehydration was Kaede. Yeah. The victim was in the same sector as Alucard. The door to the victim's room was unlocked. The killer moved through the secret passage. Yeah. Eri lied to protect Alucard, of course. You honored the memories of those that died here. Besides, I still want to see Shuichi again. Look at Gumi, she's been completely broken by her game. Do you want to end up just like her? The final murder victim was Eri. The victim's body was first seen in the garden, and the killer tied the body to the ceiling, yeah? The trap was activated by Megumi, yep. The killer moved the body to the 5th floor hallway. The murder weapon was a screwdriver, yeah. I could claim that she was employed by Team Danganronpa. I may have been broken, but I still made it, and I'm better now. Those kids can survive too. They're stronger than you think. Stop resisting, give up to despair. I am your only hope for achieving true salvation. True Mastermind was known as the Omega. They challenged us by using the speakers. The participants of the game were kidnapping victims, yeah. The person who received the wrong memories was Kaede. The Mastermind acquired TDR's assets by buying them. The Mastermind who created a fake Mastermind was Ayaka. The person who was captured by the Mastermind was Gumi. Oh shit. Omega. The speakers. Kidnapping victims. Kaede. Buying them. Mastermind created a fake Mastermind was Ayaka. Yeah. The person was captured by the Mastermind was. Oops, I almost pressed the enter button again, Shuichi. What? Did I say Gumi? Shit. True Mastermind was known as the Omega, yeah? They challenged us by using Monokuma? Yeah, I think it was Monokuma, right? Participants of the game were kidnapping victims who received members Kaede, the Mastermind acquired by buying them. The Mastermind created a fake Mastermind who was created a fake Mastermind who was Ayaka. Person was captured by Mastermind was Gumi. Ah, there you go. Cool. Your salvation is a lie. We will not accept it. Speakers? Was I wrong with the speakers? Oh yeah. She talked to Monokuma. We will save ourselves and create our own future. Are we done? 1 HP recovered. Nice. Why can't you give up? You will never give up. We believe in our future. After all this time, we still have hope. That's right, Megumi, stay strong, everyone. You can do it. Yeah, we can still be hopeful for the future. I mean, we're gonna have to go through a lot of therapy, but hey, let's be hopeful for the future. We won't give up on our memories. And we won't listen to you, Rio. That's right, our minds are all made up. We are ready. But it's time to end this. Let's vote, everyone. It's voting time. Well, there you go. Hey, don't take my job away, okay? It's my role to introduce the voting time, not yours. You're still participating in the trial? I thought Rio took your place. I wouldn't butt in during his speeches, but I'm still overseeing the trial. This is what I was programmed for. Didn't announce the results already. Fine. All 4 of you voted for option A, which is of course to execute Rio and leave the mansion with your current memories. Therefore, option 8 is victorious. What the hell? How dare you vote against me? Well, we just did it, and we feel great about it. I'm doing my best to be a perfect host for this game, and this is what I get? You think you could defy me? Yeah, we do. We're defying you right now. You will regret that choice. What are you going to do? We already voted. It's been decided you're about to be executed. Don't underestimate him, everyone. Exactly, your wreck can sometimes say something smart. Hey, Megumi. Huh? I think you forgot something. What? A tiny little gift that you gave me some time ago. What gift? Oh, simple. This. Oh shit, he's got a gun. You still have it? I had it the entire time, even during the previous trial when I lied that I left it in my room. Ugh. It was really dumb of you to just give it to me. Rio is the most reliable of all. Yeah, right. You never were a great judge of character, right, Megumi? Rio, stop it. No, with this gun I can do anything. I can still end this game my way. See, it's got 6 bullets, so that's 1 for each one of you. And the final one for Monokuma if he tries to interfere. I'm not doing anything, so I'm afraid that your time is up. What do we do now? This is bad, but I know what to do. Hey, can you hear me? We need help. Please hurry. Who the hell are you talking to? Are you going crazy? Not really. Just watch. Magic control panel activate courtroom system. Select stand number 1. Electricity on. Bzz. Ow! Out of nowhere, Rio was electrocuted by a device on his stand. Daichi, now, get him! Right. Bam! Ah! Daichi quickly ran to Rio and headbutted him. The gun fell out of his hands and landed on the floor. No! Take that! Alucard quickly grabbed the gun from the floor and hid it in his pocket. So I believe this is it regarding the gun. Got any other aces in the hole? Arg! Do you have anything else to say? Seems like you got me. Are you giving up? Careful, he might still be scheming something. No, this is it. You beat me at my own trial, you voted against my proposal, and now you stopped my final gambit. So what now? Well, I might as well go all the way. What do you mean? I mean, I will abide by the rules. After all, I wanted the full Danganronpa experience. And what better way to end a Danganronpa with a bang than an execution? You're really going to execute yourself? Sure, why not? I'm not afraid of dying. If I was, I would never participate in such a game in the first place. Rio, you don't have to do this. There's really no need to. It won't satisfy us. Yeah, unlike some people, we're not bloodthirsty. We won the trial, that's what matters. Now we're going to leave. We don't need your death for it. Megumi, stop. Don't try to change my mind now. I'm ready to do it. To be honest, if I can choose the way I die, then the Danganronpa execution is my absolute top pick. And I chose my execution myself. It's the most iconic execution in the series. But I don't want you to die. Enough people died already. There's no need for more. Oh please, are you pitying me now? After all I've done? You're really a big softie. But enough, okay? I've made my choice. Goodbye, everyone. Let me just tell you, this was the greatest fun of my entire life. Monokuma, get on with it. Right, as you wish. I have prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate detective, Ryo Nagisa. It's punishment time! Ryo Nagisa in Classic Crusher? Okay. I saw Ryo sitting on a chair at a school desk. Monokuma was standing right next to him. The chair and desk were standing on a conveyor belt. The conveyor belt started to move at a slow pace. At the end of the belt, there was a huge metal crusher. Oh, yeah. It was moving up and down, hitting the belt with enormous power. Ryo started moving closer and closer to the crusher. His face remained as calm as ever. I was terrified as I watched him move. I couldn't do anything, or could I? Suddenly, I noticed a metal pole in the ground. Maybe it could help me stop this madness? I took the pole and jammed it in the gears of the belt. It stopped for a moment, but I needed all my strength to keep it in. I gotta hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Yeah, no more. I couldn't hold on. The pole fell off from the gears and landed on the floor. No, it can't end like this. Ryo, get out of here now. It's fine, Megumi. Please let me go. Ryo eventually reached the crusher. He and his chair went underneath the machine while it was still up, and then the crusher went down with all of its might. It killed Ryo instantly. All that remained was a ton of blood. It was everywhere, on the walls, ceiling, and even my face. Hey, Megumi. Snap out of it. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone, but Ryo. I realize that you've been close for some time, but he really deserved it. No one deserves a death like that, not even him. Besides, for the last few weeks, we've been friends. It's normal to mourn his loss. I don't know why it shook me that much, but it did. I need to sit down for a minute. Take your time. It's okay, Megumi, we understand. Still, we did it. We're free from the sick game. Congratulations, everyone. You were great. You beat the mastermind with your wits and bravery. You didn't even need my help. You still appreciate what you did. Coming here alone was really brave of you. Thanks. It's nothing. We also need to thank that cleft person. They really saved our butts out there. Indeed, without them we'd be dead right now. I'm sure they can hear you now, and they appreciate your gratitude. Yeah, thanks, pal. Megumi, how are you doing? I think I'm slowly getting better. Good. I know it's never easy to lose your friends, even if some of them had questionable morality. You're going to need some time till you get better, but it will eventually happen, I promise. Thanks. Okay, sorry to interrupt, but we're not done here. We still need that remote. Monokuma. Alright, as per Ryo's instructions, I will give you the remote. Here. I'll take it. Finally. So with that, we can open the main door, right? Indeed. Of course, I will also unchain Gumi so she can leave with you. Here you go. Thanks, my leg was going numb there. After that, my work here is done. Goodbye and have a very nice day. Bzz. Did he deactivate himself? Seems that way. So we're already done here, right? I will not miss him. Then let's get out of here right now. I just hope that remote works. So we're here again. Last time it didn't go so well. This time will be different. Let's try this thing. Megumi, you took it, right? Yeah. I'll press the button right now. Press the button and the door started to open very slowly. Wow, how slow can it be? We've waited for days for our freedom. A few more minutes won't hurt. But I'm impatient. Finally, the light of the outside world. Honestly, sometimes I thought I would never see it again. We lost so many friends along the way. We'll never forget them, that's for sure. It was hard, but you all held on to your hope. That's why you survived. Yeah. Although we still don't have anything to come back to, we'll have to build our new lives from scratch. Easier said than done. We also have to make some new memories, happy ones for once. Well, we have all the time in the world for that. Don't worry, I have contacts that may help you start your new lives. After all, every Danganronpa survivor so far has been in the same situation. Thanks, Gumi. Alright, the door is almost open. Our new lives begin today. Let's go, everyone. Live or die. Hey, isn't this the same song from Tekken 5? Awesome choice. PG Maker 2003 game. Not sure it's gonna get copy claim though. I hope not. Yeah. Story, Iron Raven. Great story, but sometimes some dialogues just drag on for too long. It's really, what? Didn't you just say this before already? Riding Raven, yeah. But I like it how they're straightforward and shit, but sometimes they talk like robots. They talk too straightforwardly. They don't really talk like a person would. Yeah. So yeah, if you could improve that, that'd be great. Although the mysteries of the story is really good though. But there was some parts like, wait, he got stabbed, and why is the knife have blood on the side, not on the pointy thingy of the knife? Because that would make sense than that. Sprite generator, alright. Chara's project. Is there going to be a remake of this? Possibly. Music, Masafumi Takada. Virtue's Last Word, yeah, Little Van Hal, Tekken 7. Yeah, oh yeah, that is true. Anything sparking, yeah, Tekken 5. I kinda like and hate Tekken 5 at the same time because it's like, yay, oh, fuck. It's because of that, air combos became a thing, and I'm like, I'm not really a fan of that kind of. I just want to know how skilled you are without having to fucking be afraid of being uppercut, air juggled. We finally left the mansion, and outside the person waiting for us was... Hello, everyone. My name is Shuichi Saihara. I'm a detective. I'm sorry I couldn't help you myself, but I had to coordinate the efforts of Gumi and Clef. I'm glad you were able to leave this place safely. Shuichi! Kaede ran straight at Shuichi and hugged him tightly. Shuichi, it's really you. Oh, Kaede. Yeah, it's me. It's been so long. Yeah, but... I'm not the Kaede you knew, right? It's complicated, yeah. You're two separate people, but at the same time, you're also the same person as her. I mean, you have the same personality, and you even have all the memories of our time spent together. So for me, you are real, Kaede. Shuichi, thank you so much. I was happy that we could meet again. Me too, I missed you very much. The time after I lost you was so hard for me, I never felt as sad as I did then. To be able to meet you again, one way or another, is almost unbelievable. I have a lot of stuff to tell you. Me too. Well then, everyone, it's time to go. Go? Where are we going? Where even is this place? It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and it's a bit embarrassing, but our car broke down not far from here, so I suppose we have to walk to the bus stop. What? After all this, I wanted to rest. Bus isn't the most dignified way of traveling, but it will suffice. Okay then, let's go. I'll go with you, Shuichi. Well, at least those who got their happy ending. Feeling a bit jealous? Maybe, but Ryo and I would never work out. He was way too crazy. Not the best boyfriend material, that's true. So what will you do now? I don't know yet. I will try to sort out my life first. How about you guys? I will become a goth influencer like in my fake memories. At least I know that I'm good at it. Oh, I know what I want to do first. I want to meet the original Haruo. Rio said he's still alive. He'll be shocked when he sees me. Just make sure you remember he's not the Haruo you knew. I know, and I'm not the Daichi that he knew. But still, maybe we can talk it out somehow. I hope so, at least. Good luck. Well, we have our hopes for what happens to come. Our past may be fake, but our future is very real. It's up to us what we make of it. These are our first steps in a world without Danganronpa. The end. Yay, we did it! Is it really the end? Megumi Aga... really? Aga will return. In Danganronpa, Survivor's Guild. Oh, is she gonna be the new mastermind or another victim? So yeah, we did it! Hooray! So yeah, like I said before, I like how it's straightforward, but sometimes it's too straightforward. They talk like robots, and sometimes there are some dialogues just drag on for shit. Like, holy fuck. And the visuals, images, sometimes don't match with what they're saying, but nah. And hey, at least it's one of those Danganronpa fan games that actually, it's finished, right? Actually, all throughout chapter 6, instead of like, prologue chapter 1, nah, we're done. So yeah, this is Danganronpa, live or die. If you want to try to get for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourself. And if you want a remake or something, well, you gotta support the developer, right? That's all you gotta do.